So Labor has gotten re-elected. Obviously, a lot of promises were made to first home buyers to get into the market. What are we expecting? What does that mean?
So it's exciting to see that they're actually focused on helping first home buyers. They've got a
Yes.
lot of policies to do with housing. The main ones I took out of it is that they're expanding the first home guarantee scheme. So that's been in place for a few years now. They're going to increase the price cap up to $1 million in Brisbane,
Perfect.
Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast. So that's going to help a lot more first home buyers. Obviously, going to have the income to be able to support the lending. There's also the Help to Buy scheme, which basically the government takes stake in part of your property. So that's going to help more people get into the market. Won't be for everyone. They're banning foreign buyers buying existing homes for the next 2 years, which is already in place. We've got more tradies on the tools. They're trying to accelerate tradies getting their apprenticeships and getting more people qualified so they can build more homes quickly. And we've got the boosted rent assistance. They're going to start putting some more modular homes in. So yeah, it's all quite property related, which is good to see.
Amazing. Excited for it. See what they actually set in stone.
Yeah, correct. What do you reckon the impacts of these changes might be?
Yeah, so I think it is actually going to make a big impact to the market, especially for that first home buyer sort of entry level price point, which is already the most competitive market that we're seeing. But I do see with these incentives coming in and potentially with the interest rates maybe dropping again, we're going to see a lot more competition. So we're already at quite high competition, high demand, low stock. I think that is going to increase. So if you are looking to buy and get into the market, I would recommend trying to do that as soon as possible, continuing to go up.
Yeah, I think it's important to note like the new price cap for the first home guarantee is going to be in effect as of January next year. So whether you wait for January, I'm not sure, because if you're in a position to be able to buy now, perhaps it's worth getting in and taking advantage of the capital growth straight off the bat. But if you're not in a position, and you will be by January, obviously, like that's going to help you. But just keep those things in mind.
Obviously, has to be the right time for you. But as we know with property, the quicker you can get in, the better. Because as we have seen over the last few years, every single month prices are going up, and that's continuing, especially in Brisbane. So if somebody is trying to get into the market, what are those things? We talk about getting ready. What are those things that they need to do? What's the first few steps? Yep.
So if you have any ambition to buy a property, have a chat with the broker straight off the bat. So that you're going to find out exactly what first home buyer incentives you're eligible for, which is key. So you can only be a first home buyer once. So chat with the broker, get yourself ready, get that game plan in place, know exactly what deposit you need to be able to get into the market. You may not even need a deposit at all. If you've got family that have property, they've got equity inside that property, we can look to use them as a guarantor. There's all these options, but unless you have a chat, you've no idea.
Yeah, you need to know where your budget's going to be, because that will help you work out, what kind of property you're going to buy. Is it going to be in a house or an apartment or a townhouse? And the location as well. So if you're in that phase of just getting ready and you know that you want to buy, within the next few months and you're just getting everything set up, I'd still recommend look on realestate.com, look at the sold section, look at what's coming up for sale, drive around the suburbs, go to open homes, go to auctions, just familiarise yourself with what's actually happening in the market, and that will really help you when you are actually ready to go. Yeah.
So there's no harm in going to open homes, right? Even if you're not actually going to put an offer on, get that experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
You're a first home buyer. What should you be doing now in anticipation for these changes to come in?
Yeah. So if you haven't already started the conversation with a mortgage broker, go and have a chat with a mortgage broker that specialises in the first home buyer space, because it is very unique and there's a lot of moving parts in there. So you want to make sure that you're working with someone that's experienced. Also, it's coming on tax time. To get on the first home guarantee, you've got to have your taxes done and you've got to provide a notice of assessment to get a spot on the scheme. And what the lenders work off and the government works off is the income earned for the prior financial year. And there's income caps at the moment for the first home guarantee. So $125,000 for an individual, can't earn more than that, otherwise you don't qualify, or $200,000 for a couple. So that's important, and it works off the previous financial year. So obviously we're coming up to June 30. If you're wanting to get on the scheme before the start of next year or into the new financial year, make sure you get your tax done straight away so you've got your notice assessment ready to go.
Awesome.